doing some Uber Eats runs so we can get a little money to live and pay for the bills, and do a little bit of chasing. We chase on a budget here. Well, this NES quest ain't gonna complete itself, so I need to get some games. And I am in the neighborhood, so I'm gonna go visit my boy Miguel at Galactornadorex. He's usually got a nice little stack of NES games on hand, and I'm gonna pick through them to see if I can find something. So, shall we?
So you're in Kissimmee, Florida. You're wandering through Plaza del Sol.
Beautiful Plaza del Sol in Kissimmee.
And you stumble upon it.
Yeah, you know, sometimes. Most times, a lot of times.
Galactornadorex. Okay, that is a name. Like, what even is that? Sounds like a villain from a Saturday morning cartoon.
Just Pikachu.
Yeah, Pikachu. He's like the Mexican Pikachu.
Yeah, he's got the
bootleg.
alien,
It's the boot.
alien eyes and everything.
Well,
Not even a colored emblem on his eyes.
I love bootleg shit,
Oh, me
man.
too.
If there's some cool like stuff, I'm like, I'm into it.
Thank you. Thanks much.
Just saying the name feels like you've entered another dimension. It's not some massive superstore. This is a small, focused collection.
You guys into Funkos? Yes. They are buy one get one half off if they're already that you're interested.
Little hole in the wall packed with retro goodness. Less about pristine condition and more about finding that hidden gem.
Well, friends, we did it. Our boy delivered once again. We got a nice little handful of games for the quest. Let's go back to the apartment. Let's go back to Camp Chaser and see what we got. Let's do one more.
Right. Let's try that again. Okay.
Let's see if we get another angle here. Perfect. All right, so Galactornadorex pickups dude. Miguel never fails to hook things up first off. He's always got some cool stuff coming and going. He's always got cool people coming and going in there. You know, he does video games, but he does a lot of Pokemon card stuff, so he gets like this little crossover of people coming in there. So when I was in there, you know, I was just casually poking through NES games, and then a girl came in and she was really knowledgeable about her Pokemon cards, you know, just yapping about. She's trying to collect all sorts of, she wanted to collect all Ninetales, and then all wolf, are they wolf Pokemon? Cat Pokemon? Anybody knows, feel free to destroy me in the comments. Also let me know. We fell short last month in September on the NES quest, so what I need to do is double down my efforts, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doubling down, baby. Galactornadorex is probably the closest and coolest place to me from where I live here at Camp Chaser, so it's a no-brainer to go there to pick up some stuff. So let's chat. A couple things. C-Cross, nothing crazy. I mean, a cool label. It's got a little schmutz here on the bottom. It's fine. Again, I'm having to sacrifice the crispy labels, to, you know, to get some more games just to catch up. But it is what it is. This is a shooter, and it's a scroller. It's a scrolling shooter. I don't think it ever ends. So this is just get as far as you can. It's like an arcade adaptation. This one, I had to grab it for two reasons. A, I don't have it. B, check it out. 720. Usually when you put your NES games in order, this is like the first one, or one of the first ones, I think. 10-Yard Fight, 1942, 720, all the numbered games. Anyway, if you'll notice, AVN. Dude, in a previous GTR video, I scored Ski or Die, which had AVN written all across that. Now, for some of you people who might not know, that is it's the name of a certain company who produces some manner of content. Don't go look them up. Ski or Die. This is the, I don't know if it's a sequel to Skate or Die, but it's in the same vein as Skate or Die, but it's...
Adult Video Network got rid of their NES supply there, so
Right, AVN.
That's right, baby. Do not look that up if you are under the age of 18.
Absolutely. And if you're over the age of 18, don't look it up either. I think we snagged a couple of your break room games back from the 80s, so... Anyway, that's how the lore's gonna go. It's probably just, some kid named, Alan Vigo Nobu. That makes sense. There's something cool to be said about this. When you were a kid, you wanted to maybe trade your games, or your parents wanted to, make sure that these didn't get lost, so they stuck your initials on it, and that seems to be what's happened here. And I now have 2 of AVN's games, so I might have to make that into a side quest. All of the AVN side quest games. If you have any games that have AVN on it, please write me a message. So I just realized that Ski or Die and 720 are both skate-type games. So our little boy, Alan Vigo, must have been into these kind of games. I'm sure if we plowed into his collection a little bit deeper, we'd probably see a copy of Skate or Die. Please get a hold of me, and let's get something going. Metal Mech, Man and Machine. Check this out. I goofed. I didn't have time to look this up before I started recording, but I'm sure it's some sort of mech and some sort of shooting game. So we're gonna let future me take care of the particulars here, okay? It came with a manual, which is awesome. Oh my God, I dropped it. It came with a manual that I dropped. I'm just gonna drop every game now, just to get it out of the way. Anyway, sweet manual. Already got it bagged up, and it came in a sleeve. Now, I've got a couple of words to say about this sleeve, and now I'm gonna take you over here to the table, and I'm gonna show you how bogus and janky this thing just is. Okay, so here are the NES sleeves. There's the fake one on the left and the real one on the right. Let's just do a little quick dive into this. So it kind of looks a little more glossy. The texture is, clearly it's like more raised than the one on the right hand side here. So there's that. Visually, like, you see how it's just more like rounded, and it doesn't look like it's sort of been on the edges here, just like this is more angular. It's square. It's like this is more like, see how it's kind of like more bowed out, just because it's not folded properly. Maybe because it's a little more mass produced. Who knows? A little more in haste. All right, so I'm gonna take a light and shine it in here. You see how the patterns here are like squares, little 4 dots that they make little square patterns. This is the real deal right here. This, nothing like it. So that is a real true dead giveaway, and that's that is the same as, let me go get a. All right, so even the Nintendo branded sleeves, if you look in here, they've got the square pattern in there. So that is the look. Now, this is going to make me want to eventually look through all the freaking slipcases I have just to see what's going on there. So maybe I'll make that into a video. Anyway, so I have the fake one here on my left-hand side. This is the real one. So if you drop this one on here, it's got that sound to it. Listen. Let's drop this one. It's just different. Here, I'll drop them from the same height. It's just louder, resonates more, so it sounds different. So we've got visual confirmation, we've got tactile confirmation, and we've got audio confirmation that thing's bogus. Even when I was in the store, I saw it and I was like, you know what, it doesn't look right, and I didn't think anything about it because I was so excited to have a game and a manual and a sleeve. So I came home, and upon further inspection, this sleeve is bogus. So yeah, basically it looks visually weird. You just by looking at it, you hold it in your hand, it feels weird. That part that we looked at on the inside where it's sort of like stitched together, that's off for sure. That's definitely a telltale thing. And weirdly enough, it feels like it's too heavy, and the sound of the thing when you just plop it down on the table versus another sleeve, a lot of telltale signs if you know what to look out for. Anyway, I feel like we've done a lot of content on NES sleeves at this point, and it's just like, wow. It's like the more you're around this stuff, the more you hang out with it, the more you get to know the feel of it, and it's just like, you just see it, and then you're like, dude, I didn't know it went that deep, and now it just keeps going deeper. Anyway, obviously, I've seen plenty of fake sleeves on AliExpress and whatever online, so you just get repro sleeves. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to write repro on this just to make sure if it ever goes into somebody else's hands that they know what's up. Galactornadorex, Miguel, you never fail to impress and you never fail to deliver. Your shop's awesome. If anybody's ever in Kissimmee, Florida, please go check them out in the Plaza del Sol strip mall in Kissimmee off 192. That's gonna do it for me, beautiful chasers. I got a beam of light to catch. I gotta get out of here. So I will see you guys in the future. This is the Rad Chaser. He's almost out of here. And now, he's out of here.
I love Rad Chaser. He's so handsome and smart.